Hello and welcome back to All the Mods 8. This is episode 9, and we're going to focus a significant portion of this episode on these things right here. So let's take a look at them. Right here, this basic infusing factory. And we're going to work our way up to that. And as you can see, we had this in the last episode. We went over everything in here, but I had to make a whole new room. I didn't have to, but you just kind of want to. So I did a whole room. It's pretty tall. Goes all the way around both sides. The neat thing is, it ends up back over here. So it's kind of ties into this room, not intentionally, but this is the room. There we go. And this will be filled with mechanism. The whole room is going to be filled with mechanism machines when I'm done here. And I lit it up with the ferro lanterns. And those are important because, let's take a look at the recipe for those. Pretty easy to make. Glowstone, glass, gold. What they do is, as you place them, it takes a few minutes, but it spreads out in 32 blocks on either side in every direction, up, down, all around. So it creates a sphere and it lights everything up. That way you don't have to place torches all around, and it gets rid of the mob spawning abilities there. So I probably didn't need to put that one so close and that one so close, but it works. So we'll put that away. And I made quite a few, and I just have them on me ready to go. So here we are. And why I wanted to get into mechanism, well, there's a lot of reasons, but I was shooting for these things. These fluid tanks. So let's take a look at mechanism, fluid tank. Right here. You start off with this basic one that has the same size as those singularity tanks, and you make them like this. That was easy to do, but it's the same size as that, and they have kind of the same functionality. I was like, I wanted to go bigger. So if you put that around these, you get a 64. And if you put that with those, you get a 128. And then, these are hard to make, but you get a 256 buckets worth in this one. I think it even goes, does it go bigger than that? No, so it tops out at 256. And there's other things we could do, but 256 is what we were shooting for, or maybe even just 128. So, how did I do that? I said, okay. Let's take a look at the recipe. We need a bunch of these infused alloys. How do we make those? Well, this metallurgic infuser. Now, I had the single one set up, and that's easy to make. A little bit of osmium. And I said, oh boy, I'm going to need more osmium, so I noted that. And I said, okay. I didn't want to have to mine it, but I don't want to make the regular one. I want to make the basic infusing factory. It's 3 times faster. There's a lot of good reasons why you should use it. So I said, okay, what do I need? I need that, a regular one of those, some iron. Okay, I can do that. How do I make these? Some osmium and an infuser with the red. Okay, I can do all that. So I said, well, this is what it comes down to. I said, I need that infuser, which was over here, this single one. And I was like, this is a real pain. I have to sit there and dump all the material out, use it all, put one in at a time. It was terrible. Not a good idea. I wanted to do a bunch at a time. Because, you're sitting there and you're putting one piece of redstone in. So I said, okay, I want to set up the infusers. So I made the room, built everything up, and here's the room. It's labeled, so this one is always going to have carbon in it to infuse with whatever you put in there with carbon. That's going to have redstone. That's going to have the diamond, liquefied diamond, and enriched obsidian as well. So these are all enriched. And how we do that, you just come over here, and I'll have an enrichment factory as well, but I'm not to that. And right now it's making those, which turn into these. And here's a bunch of them already done, so we'll take these out. We'll even take this one out. I'll take a quick look at this. And we're going to be making these. So you need 2 of those and 1 of these. osmium in an infuser with red. So I needed the osmium, I needed all that. So it's doing its thing. So let's go over here and we'll put them in their appropriate locations, just to make sure it's doing its thing. So I said, oh, this is nice. I know that diamond goes in there. And then I can just take a look, and the diamond's getting filtered in, and it's going to keep it full and full and ready. And we can actually show the recipes. And here's all the different recipes for a metallurgic infuser. I went over them, and I said, well, diamond's a popular one. I'm not going to do too much biomass. That'll be its own thing. So didn't need that. I needed carbon. Needed redstone for sure. Redstone again. Oh, the obsidian. And to do that, we needed refined obsidian, and that was through the infuser with diamond into the dust. And the dust was, how did I make that? Through the enrichment chamber. So there's quite a bit of steps involved there. So we're in good shape here. Let's go ahead and put, we're going to put the diamonds back in their home. I also realized that I needed some more of these quartz enriched into silicon for the machines as well. So we're going to cook that up using our cooking system. And there they are. Just like that. And we'll put that in the system as well. Double click, they'll get fed in. Iron ingots, we're in good shape. We'll just stick those in here. So I did realize we're going to need more osmium. So let's go make that. We're just going to fly right over here. And we'll go like this. We'll put that there. I needed 4 of these. That's a cool sound. 2, 3, 4. And now we'll be growing osmium as well, because you need that for quite a few things as well. So, osmium seed, recipe, uses for that. There's the osmium, and we'll take a look at this. Where is it? For this, we're going to need liquefied osmium. It puts it into here for these 2 items. This is important. The uses for that. A nice sword. And, sorry. Right through here. Pickaxe. And what else was there? Ooh, this axe that does a 16 instead of the 13 that we currently do. It's definitely going to be useful. Different things there. Just like that. I'd like to actually get some feather falling from my boots as well. That way I can fly around and not have the issue of that. Also, I found out that I can just shift S and that'll descend. So let's get this in here. I don't want to put it in the spots. We'll put it in this one. It's got the inferium going on. And there we go. We'll get rid of this one. And we'll throw that one away as well, just because, I mean, we have tons of this stuff. All right, let's go back over here. Hang a right. Oh, boy. All right. Did we get all the things done for that? Yes, we did. Using an axe would have been better there. I probably am going to move this back out to here, in the middle here, and then I'll increase this. What I have noticed is, let's make an elevator. Let's make a few more of those. Elevator. Recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. It's quite a bit of wool. Probably going to have to do that. And what I can do, so I don't have to aim so perfectly. 1, 2, no, not that way. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. And there we go. And I can do this in other areas too. Just expands it, makes it easier to get around. But I have better plans for this whole, because if I move this this thing in the middle, it's going to require me to move quite a bit. So there's a lot I have to do. So for right now, it'll stay here. But now I can get around here just by going like that. A lot easier, and I don't have to aim for that specific spot every time. And the elevator, we're going to get one. Oops. So we're definitely going to need some wool. We'll go grab some of that right now. Have I been feeding these things? No, I haven't been feeding, because I don't need too many of these with that. So we have the diamond shears to take the wool off there. Not bad. And the magnet's on, so it's drawing all the things to us. And they're eating the grass. There we go. And you. And you. Perfect. Yeah, the diamond jetpack, if you get airborne like I am here. See, it not good for that. So turn it off for a second. And we'll put this away. All right, so now we've got some more wool, and we'll let that. We'll probably end up feeding some of those guys as well. So let's take a look at wheat. And not too many seeds. I definitely want to get more seeds. Interesting. Yeah, oh, recipe. Let's find out if we can get. If we grow them, there's a, what is it, a chance, 5% chance, that's why. I might end up growing some more wheat and getting more seeds, because I want to turn them into bone meal with that machine that I had over there. So let's go back in here. Recipe. And, oops. And we'll throw those in there. Recipe. 1, 2. There we go. That's going to be for the sheep. I'm going to have a few more of those there. We're in good shape here. We'll just stick those back in there. And now those are a little bit bigger. But ideally, you'd want like maybe 4 here and then surround it with some decorative edging. And then you can just jump up and down right here. And this will be moved out into the center of the room again. But it works. So, we were going for this. So how do we make that, the ender tank? Well, we need a regular advanced fluid tank. So we had that. We can make that. Let's do that. Recipe. Recipe. Basic fluid tank. There we go. So we'll put that in there. We'll put in 4 of them. Why not? Now we're going to do, we have enough of these. 3, 4. Okay, good. Now we're going to put, now we're at 64 millibuckets, which is 64 buckets. We'll put those in. Do we have enough of these? 1. We don't. I'm going to put those in here. Recipe. 2, 3. Now we've got, oh boy, quite a few of these. We got 5 of these, but that's still not what we're shooting for. We're shooting for the next size up. So the next size up, how can we do this? Recipe. We're going to go to uses. And we got to make these things. What's the recipe for that? Okay. An infuser with some of this refined obsidian goes in there. I think we can do it. Let's go take a look. Do we have enough in here? We have some, not a lot. We should be able to go like that, that, and that. And if you put these to sort on, it'll automatically sort them and kind of balance it out. We put the configurations, the yellow, first you got to do eject on, then you got to do the yellow for the top, and for the bottom, the output is blue. So on this machine, we take a look at it, pretty quick, done that fast, 9 of them. Here's the yellow for the top, and it's taking in the items, putting it into the, for like the diamond infusion, the fluid that we're infusing into the items. And they get drawn out, and put right in here. And I'm just powering it with this. So it should be right here. We have our alloys. Beautiful. Oh, top tier alloy. Amazing. Very cool. So we're going to go usage. Now we've got a tank, a 256 tank. We're going to put all these right in there. We'll throw that in there. We'll put the recipe on. We have the really good tanks now. So we're going to go back into our room over here. A little bit lost. If I'm getting lost, that probably tells me that I need to either go into the rooms more often or kind of differentiate the, because if it's all black, black stone like this, a little bit difficult to remember where I'm going. All right, so we want to output. Will it output right like that? It does. Beautiful. And I bet you we could even do a situation where we output, kind of stack these things and do it that way as well. But I'm going to hold on to that one because that's a really nice tank. And I probably won't be using these singularity tanks any longer. So let's just toss that one aside for now. Taking a look in here, we've got plenty of coal, plenty of that, and it's chunking along. It's at 7,000. Why wouldn't it be, putting those 7 in there as well? I don't know. We could do this. Okay. We'll go like that. Where's our tool? There's that. We'll put this up 1 level. Put this here. See that output? It's not connected to that. Why is it? Configuration. Output. What? Oh, that's that way. That's input. Will it work? No, because it's not input. Output. There's the lava. There's the output. Does it want to just hold on to just a minimum? That doesn't make sense. Taking a look. There's the power coming in. The blue is the input for the items on the top. This does not want to connect to that. Auto output disabled. No, I can't connect. No, it doesn't work that way. Very disappointing. Yeah, it's not doing that way. Taking a look. What if I do both? There, both works, but that's not going to work, is it? No. I bet you it has something to do with this item being on the left. So let's see if we can do this. We could do this. I don't mind fixing this. And I can't drop these, so we're going to have to put these in the... We're going to have to put them in our storage system for a second. Oh, still not enough, but barely. We'll get there. It's part of figuring stuff out. Boy, break that. Break all that. Break that and that. And we'll go like this. Put a few more away. That way we can actually pick those up. If we put the machine here, it's getting power directly now. That's interesting. And then if we put this, and it's still not connecting, but that's probably because of that. It just does not. Thermal series. We have connected to these. This is interesting. Auto output. Enabled. not working on there. Did it put all 8 in here? Probably. Let's see. We'll knock that one down. Yeah, it put all, so it just pumps it in there directly. Very interesting. So let's do this. Can just put this one back down here. This one right here. We have the sign. Where'd the sign go? We'll go like this. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Nice. Put that there. We'll put one of the signs down here. And cobblestone, I guess, on the sign. One there. It's not dropping in now. Input. So why? Oh, because I don't have any in there. That's okay. And then we'll just dump all that in there. And it's doing its thing that way. So I'll probably work on this and find out why it's not doing that perfectly. Auto output. There we go. That's interesting. But now we have our large fluid tanks, 256. We'll put this away and that away. And we found out how we're doing all these different infusions. Put that away. And we'll put this into our storage system. Okay, not bad at all. And let's take a look at this. We'll put dirt here. Next, we're going to show you this item. This is still a little perplexing, but I'll figure it off camera and then explain it in the next episode. There we go. And I just wanted to show you this item. It's kind of a limited use, but it's the storage monitor made with a casing, bunch of these, and you just plop it down to it. It doesn't do anything, but if you shift right click and you put dirt, let's say, then it'll tell you on a display how many dirt you have in your system. Kind of an interesting thing, except it does use a little bit of power. 127 versus that. So we're going to go like this, we'll take it back out. And there we go. And I'm just going to throw it back in our system. But that's a nice thing if you want to display how many items you have of something. It doesn't actually store them, it just displays it, which is a little weird, but it can have its uses. So I figured I'd display that. Next up, we're going to do a return scroll. This is made with paper. Pretty easy to make. But let's say we'll actually go up here and make one. Or a couple. Do 3. Now what happens is, this is neat. If we come over here and shift right click on a waystone with this paper, it connects it to this waystone, literally. So now, see how it says home, and this is the home waystone? Now, if I go like this, let's say I'm way far away in a different world, whatever, all tons of places away. What are you doing over here, buddy? Just checking out the wall. Nobody out there. So if I go like this and hold it down, portals me right back there. Very useful, kind of similar to the home command, except it's with paper. So we're going to keep this, I'm going to keep some of this on me like that. We're going to probably go feed those sheep as well. Just because I know I'm going to need a lot more, oh wow, look how hungry they are. They love this more than the, oh boy, tons of them, tons of them. And once I fill this area up, then I'll be able to just do something like this. Where's the diamond? There we go, guys. Oh, look, get some baby ones in there. And there's probably a way we can manually do this, like a manual or an automated sheep shearing system, and/or we could probably do this as well. Let's find out. Sheep essence. Well, that's going to be a little bit harder. It's getting into soul jars, and that's a little tough. Soul extractors and solium, which we need solium dust. So there's a lot of stuff. That might be for a later episode to get into that, and then we can automate having the resources from animals and not have to have them at all. But we'll get into that, and there we go. We'll put this away. And let's see if I can actually... You know, I should have a descend button like, I don't know, like Shift 3 or something, or Shift Z. What about Shift Z? Let's try that. Options, controls, keybinds, jet. J-T. Category. Done. Done. Now let's see if I can descend these stairs correctly. Well, I still have to press maybe Shift Q. Let's try, I think Shift Q is throw stuff on the ground, so not that. Shift E. Let's try Shift E. Sorry guys. Because I want to be able to run forward and do the thing on there. So let's controls, keybinds. What if I just sort by that? Shift Z. Let's do that. Descend to Shift E. Done. Okay, let's see if it works. So I'm running down these things, and I press Shift E. Yeah, it's a little bit better if I get out of hand. But I might just make a key to toggle off the hovering as well. So I'll work on that. And let's... Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out like a engine off or an engine on type thing with a mouse button, because I want to be able to run up and down stairs smoothly. But the jetpack is really nice, but I want to be able to actually have the thing work. Maybe Shift for that instead of a Shift E. But we'll figure it out. Get rid of this, this, and this, and there we go. So what did we do this episode? Oh, and ideally you guys will be following along, and if you want to build this kind of stuff and then have it, and I'm going to tighten this up and make it nicer as well, but that's the idea. It's all the items are all ready to go, and then we have the things that we want to infuse are right in here. And I might even make it so that it just goes into one final output, like right here, an output chest. Instead of having to open up every chest, that would probably be a good idea as well. So it's all about working on it and getting it tweaked and everything. So with that, there we go. Very nice. I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy. Very nice, very nice.